A very pleasant morning, my dear students. I welcome you all in the English online class. In previous class, I already started the active grammar, and from English grammar, we had already started the lesson parts of speech. I earlier said parts of speech means words are named according to their functions in a sentence. Words are divided into various parts of classes according to the function they do in a sentence. In last class, I also said there are 8 parts of speech. So, what are they? They are noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. So, in previous class, we already discussed about noun, pronoun, adjective, and verb. So, today I am giving the quick revise about these. So, see the first parts of speech, that is noun. A noun is the name of a person, place, animal, thing, or idea. For example, dog, cat, horse, student, teacher, apple, Mary, etc. So, a noun is a word which is used as the name of anything. All naming words are noun. See the example sentences. They live in Madrid. This is my cat. Madrid is the name of a place. Cat is the name of an animal. So all naming words are noun. See the second parts of speech, that is pronoun. Pronouns replace the name of a person, place, thing, or idea in a sentence. So a pronoun is a word that is used instead of a noun. A pronoun is a word which is used in place of a noun. See the example. He, she, it, we, they, him, her, this, that, etc. So this type of words we can use in place of noun. See the example sentences. He is very clever. 12th September is the date that I was born. So here he, that are related with pronoun, and we use pronouns in place of a noun. So if we use pronoun in a proper place instead of noun in a sentence, it's so much effective. Now come to the next parts of speech, that is adjective. An adjective describes a noun or pronoun. So adjectives are words that describes or modify other words. For example, red, tall, fat, long, short, blue, beautiful, sour, bitter. So all these are describing words. See the example sentences. We like big cake. I have 3 pencils. Like big, 3. These all are describing words, and adverbs can tell about one of these: shape, size, color, quality, quantity, etc. Now come to the next part of speech, that is verb. A verb is a word or group of words that describes an action, experience. So a verb is a word which denotes an action, experience, state or position. See the example: realize, walk, see, look, sing, sit, listen, etc. So these type of words shows an action. See the example sentences: I like apple. Come in please. So all this type of words relates with verb. So a verb is a word or a combination of words that indicates action, experience. So today I am going to continue the parts of speech with adverbs. So adverbs are words which tells us more about verbs, adjectives or other adverbs. And adverbs are usually placed next to the words they describe. Adverbs usually describe verbs. Adverbs tell how, that is relates to manner. Adverbs tell when, relates to time. Adverbs tell where, relates to place. An adverb is a word used to describe a verb. It is used to tell when, how or where the action takes place. So adverb is a word or phrase that modifies or qualifies an adjective, verb or other adverb or a word group expressing a relation of place, time, manner, clause, degree, etc. See the examples: he sang loudly. I play sport outside. Yesterday we went to the movies. We heard her softly spoken words. So here loudly, outside, yesterday, softly all relates with adverb, and they are showing, they are telling how or where, when the action going to take place. So an adverb is a word which modifies the meaning of a verb, an adjective or another adverb. So an adverb is a word which modifies the meaning of a verb, an adjective or another adverb. See the pictures: girl runs quickly. This is a very sweet mango. Peter reads quite clearly. So an adverb is a part of speech that provides greater description to a verb, adjective, another adverb, a phrase, a clause or a sentence. So now we understand that an adverb is a word that describes a verb, an adjective or another adverb, and it tells how often, when and where, and they all means all adverb answers the questions. See this chart. Here we see how often, when, where. So various types of words relates with these. Relates with how, like easily, happily, loudly, etc. Relates with how often, always, every day, frequently, never, etc. When relates with after, already, before, early, etc. Relates to where, away, everywhere, here, home, etc. So it's a good place start means given their function, these fundamental elements and English language are usually placed right before or after the verb in the sentence. So now we understand that an adverb is a word which tells us more about a verb, adjective or other adverb. See the examples: neatly, very, fast, here, slowly, to, so, hence, today, nicely, etc. Now see the examples in sentences. He talks frankly. She writes clearly. You drive carefully. The weather is too hot. Mohan is very bold. The girl dances so nicely. She sings very sweetly. So when we focus on these words like frankly, clearly, carefully, too, very, so, sweetly, so these kinds of words are telling the importance of verb, adjective, adverb respectively. So now come to the next part of speech, that is prepositions. So a preposition is a word placed before a noun or a pronoun to show its relation to some other words or words in the sentence. So see the definition. Preposition is a word which is used before a noun. So preposition is a word which is used before a noun phrase or a pronoun and connecting it to another word. See the examples of preposition in, above, between, after, on, under, across, before, behind, next to, in the middle, among, near, in front, around, at, away from, beside, beneath, out, like this. So these are the examples of preposition. So see, preposition means a word or word phrase that shows a relationship between a noun or pronoun and other words in a sentence. And a preposition will tell four things: where something is, that relates to location; where something is going, that relates with direction; when something happens, that it relates with time; the relationship between a noun or pronoun and another word in a sentence. So a preposition is a word placed before a noun or a pronoun to show in what relation the person or thing denoted by it stands in regard to something else. So preposition are words that are placed before a noun or a pronoun, and preposition always shows the relationship of the noun or the pronoun with the other words in a sentence. So see the examples. What's the answer to this question? Is there a reason for this delay? What's the matter with you? Here is an example of good behavior. Congratulations on winning the competition. Traffic can cause damage to the environment. So when we focus on these words, on, to, for, with, do, like that, so these type of words shows the relationship with noun or pronoun. Now we understand a preposition is a word which shows the relationship of the noun or the pronoun with the other words in a sentence. So see the example: in, on, at, by, over, upon, under, into, with, onto, up, off, for, near, above, behind, till, etc. So these all are relates with preposition. See the examples in sentence. There is a dog on the road. I will talk to you. The sun is hot in summer. The dog is sitting under the table. She lost her ring at the beach. They were sitting by the tree. He is fond of chocolates. So here, on, to, in, under, at, by, of, all these are relates with preposition, and these type of words are called preposition. Now see the next one, that is conjunction. Conjunctions are joining words. They join two or more words, group of words or sentences. See the definition of conjunction. A conjunction is a joining word. We use conjunctions to join two words. phrases or clauses together to make one long sentence. So through conjunction we can make one long sentences. For example, and, as, if, when, because, like that. See the other examples of conjunctions: though, and, however, after, but, until, yet, since, before, so, because, while. So these type of words used in conjunction, used in clauses or sentences together. So see the examples. Conjunctions. A conjunction join words, phrases or clauses. So coordinating conjunctions join words that are similar. See the example: and. I like strawberries and bananas on my cereal. Nor. Bob does not like broccoli, nor do I. But Jill likes oranges but does not like apples. Or we can eat salad or vegetables for dinner. So Dad went to the bakery so we can have dessert. So these are coordinating conjunction words and they join words that are similar. See the correlative conjunction. These type of sentence join similar words but are always used in pairs. So these type of words used in pairs like both, and, either or, neither nor, whether or, not only but also, like that. See the examples. The dinner was both delicious and nutritious. Either or. I will eat either carrots or peas for dinner. Neither nor. Natalie likes neither milk nor ice cream. Whether or. Do you care whether we have noodles or rice for dinner? Not only but also. Not only will we have cake for dessert but also ice cream. So conjunctions are joining words and they join two or more words, group of words or sentences. So now we understand a conjunction is a word which joins words or sentences. For example, so, as, when, but, although, though, not only, but also, unless, as long as, or, either or, still, neither nor, etc. Now see the examples in sentences. Reena and Veena are sisters. I am poor but you are rich. The world is bright when the sun rises. She usually eats at home because she likes cooking. He speaks 3 languages besides French. So in these sentences, are, but, when, because, besides are conjunction words. Now see the last one, that is interjection. So what is the meaning of interjection? Interjection means words which are used to express some sudden feeling or emotion of human heart are called interjection. So words or phrases that show emotion. Oh no, stop, wow, ouch. So these type of words relates with interjection, means they are all showing emotion words. See the example of interjection: wow, good grief, hey, ouch, hurrah, oh, oops, oh no. So these type of words relates with interjection. And exclamation mark is always used at the end of the interjection. So interjections express emotion. They showing emotion, greeting, agreement, sound, like that. See the example of emotion: wow, bravo, ouch, oh no, hurrah. Related to greeting: hello, hi, hey, yoo-hoo, bye, etc. Related with relates with agreement: sure, no, okay, yeah, no. Relates with sounds: yak, yak, walk, yuck, few. So these all types of examples are relates with interjections, and interjections express emotions. So now we understand that an interjection is a word which expresses strong and sudden feelings. See the examples: alles, ah, oh, hello, hurrah, bravo, well done, hi, ho, wonderful, hush, wow, yahoo, etc. So we always remember that words which are used to express some sudden feelings or emotion of human heart are called interjection, and exclamation mark is used at their end. See the examples in sentences: hurrah, we have won the match. Ah, the scene is pathetic. Bravo, you have done the best. Hello, how are you? Alice, I failed the exam. Wow, what a beautiful car. Oh, I forgot to bring my purse. Yahoo, I got a job. Shh, I can't hear what he is saying. So, in these sentences, we see the emotion of joy, sorrow, excitement, wonder, surprise, pain, sadness, happiness, and so on. So, interjection is a part of speech in English language, and interjection is a word that expresses a strong emotion. So, interjection are words used to express some sudden feeling or emotion. Here see the example: hurrah, I have passed the exam. Wow, that's really great news. So, interjections are words used to express some certain feeling. An interjection is a part of speech in English language, and interjection is a word that expresses a strong emotion. So, this is the end of the lesson. So, my dear children, you must learn this lesson thoroughly at home. Thank you, and have a great day.